Today I wanted to share my key learning while I was redesigning appse.ai website. First, let's go through the design. It is a live site, and then I'll share what are my key learning while I was doing the redesigning of this particular website. And just a disclaimer that I have not used any design tool like Figma or Sketch or Photoshop or XD or anything. Okay, so let's check this one first. This is home page, and one thing I wanted to show that okay, I want to do the integration with SAP and Magento, and look at the button got activated. And interesting part, if you look at here, the moment I click on let's automate, there will be animation on the text, and then your modal open, and this modal dynamically taking what you have written there, and that will basically a kind of a form, like kind of a your lead generation form, which will save in their backend any CRM. Okay, now here you can see like different trusted elements, but generally if you look at the trusted element will not have any hover effect or something, but to give the details, I try to use here that on hover you can see this, and also of course the logo mark. But the main point here, if you look at there are so many things are going on, and here there's artwork, and it's actually rotating while you are scrolling up, and while you scroll up you see there's a color got changed at the top navigation bar. Okay, and then of course you have, this is another layout where you have the vertical tab which is talking about their product core offering basically, right? And then another thing, if you notice, we have a floating bar across the application. If you miss here to click the book a demo, you already have this here, right? So and let's see the whole section. Here we have a video where we have a slider, and then I can control the slider, means the video, with this small controller. I can have this sound on and off. I can go to the next slide, and I can start the play. And if you notice that while I'm scrolling up, this slider slightly changed from small to big, and it's started taking the entire section of that width, right? And of course there is a typical other section, but if you notice, this whole theme or whole layout is not the default output of AI generated, right? So number one key learning is that yes, you use AI, for example Claude. Here I have used Claude, but if you know the actual design language, that how to control or how to get your output, you will have like more personalized layout or more customized layout. Okay, and that is where the designer basic principles or the understandings are coming, because that's how you are communicating with your AI tool. Now this is coming from a database. Now this is interesting that it is not there in the CMS or somewhere. It is actually coming from the application where there is an API. So as a designer, another learning is that if you use the platform like Claude and all, it is actually easy to integrate API, and I have no idea what is API. I just started communicating with Claude, and I able to achieve this. Once I get the data, now it is time to format this. So this is another learning, that if I don't know about the API, Claude will help you to actually integrate that, right? Similarly, you have other sections, and you see every section has a slightly different, and they're not completely 100% look like AI generated or AI sloppy kind of a thing. These testimonials are also coming from a certain Headless CMS. Now as a designer, I had no idea what is Headless CMS. So this is another learning, that I can use Headless CMS to basically get all my dynamic data, and I don't need to worry about the data, because the team the other team who are concerned about the data, they will take care of it. And of course the pricing and all, if you look at their branding, color, and it's completely matching. And of course the kind of button which I have used here, which is the animated button and all, for that of course I have taken the reference from 21st Deb. And then later on you have the footer, and then footer you have the standard footer pipe. So first learning is that if you know that basic design principle, and if you can instruct that with your Claude Code or any vibe coding tool which you are using, you can actually get better output and very customized output. Number two, if I don't know about APIs and all, where I need to fetch the data using Claude, this will actually be easy, where you can actually get the data. And the third thing which I have learned, that AI will generate till 90%, but the last 10% is the human touch you have to put there. Otherwise you won't be able to achieve this. If you just rely on the AI, that okay, AI will do everything, no, it will not work. Last 10% is my human effort which I have to provide to get these results. This site is live. You can go to appse.ai, appse.ai, and take a look. And if you have some feedback or comment for me, just let me know. It will be really helpful for me to further improve in my future work.